YouTube was Zam, it's your boy Zab back with another banger. In this video, Shakur Stevenson trolls Zepeda, and Shakur tells him that he's been real quiet. Shakur's exact words is Oscar and Zepeda been real quiet with my name. I almost forgot he was my lifelong mandatory. That's fact. Zepeda been his mandatory, I believe, almost the whole time he been at 135. And it's getting bad how these dudes ducking that fight. And they never gonna get that world title if they keep ducking. So all I'm gonna say, Eddie Hearn says, I don't think you'll see him in the ring until the back end of summer, and we still want what was promised to us in the roadmap, which is William Zepeda. So even Eddie Hearn saying they want William Zepeda. He said that fight was promised. And William Zepeda been ducking forever. I got videos probably going 5, 6, 7 months back of me talking about William Zepeda ducking Shakur. And you feel me? Because William Zepeda, all the fans, oh, he's big. He threw a lot of punches. We saw William Zepeda expose. We saw Tevin Farmer expose that. You punch between them punches, then you really could do some damage to Zepeda because he threw a lot of punches, but they're not powerful, right? It's the accumulation that hurts you. And if you have good defense and you have good timing, you can interrupt that. But a lot of people don't have that. When you're fighting against taxi drivers and you're throwing 100 punches around, of course you're going to beat them. Of course you might get a knockout. But that don't work against the elite level competition. But I'm on Zepeda head in this video, bro. I'm on his trail. And if you're in my comments defending him, either one, you ride for the Mexicans, or two, you're just racist and you hate black people. Because Zepeda been ducking this dude forever. And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm just going to say you're a hardcore Mexican, right? You riding with your Mexicans. And I respect that. But the truth is the truth, no matter how you feel about it. The truth is always going to be the truth. And the truth is Zepeda been ducking Shakur Stevenson. He's been Shakur Stevenson's mandatory forever. He's been the dude mandatory forever. And he refuses to fight Shakur. He refuses to fight Shakur, right? At first, I think he said something like he finna have a baby just to fight like a few weeks later. It was weird, bro. But all I got to say is, it's bad when a champion is chasing the challenger. It's supposed to be the other way around, right? Shakur Stevenson is the champ. Zepeda is the challenger, right? The Mexican dude with the black belt, he's the challenger, but the champion is chasing him. It's supposed to be the other way around, but you know how boxing, you know how politics work, right? They treat black champions like they're not champions, and they treat the challengers like the challenger is the man to beat. And Shakur Stevenson is treating Zepeda like he's the man to beat, right? Talking about him, giving him attention, right? I think Shakur just need to send him an offer whenever he's fighting them, but he got to fight with Tevin Farmer that we really don't care about. Tevin Farmer won the first fight. Don't care what they're talking about. Zepeda just need to drop his nuts. And just boxing politics so terrible because black fighters always get on the losing side of boxing politics. It's always a bad narrative in boxing politics against a black fighter. And sometimes it's by other black fighters, but it's always against a black fighter, right? They say Devin Haney, now they saying he's soft because he's suing a drug cheat. Shakur Stevenson, they saying he boring. Tank Davis, they saying he don't fight nobody. So they got narratives against all three of those guys. They say Keyshawn too arrogant. They got a narrative against everybody. Against Terrence Crawford, they say he don't got no resume, right? So it's always a narrative against the black fighters. Who else can I think of? It's always a narrative, bro. It's always a narrative against the black fighter. Now they say Martin Bakole overrated. Now they taking him out of IBF eliminated contention, even though he stepped up to fight Zhilei Zhang. So a black fighter always getting done wrong politically in boxing. It's very racist in boxing, bro. Boxing is a very racist sport. Even on paper though, I have Shakur beating his outside of politics. Like this dude, they gotta play politics because they know once it come ring time, what time it is. That's why Errol Spence plays so much politics versus Terrence. Errol Spence started all that across the street. He on the wrong side of the street. His resume weak. All Errol Spence started. I was new to boxing. I didn't know Errol Spence was moving like that. I didn't know. I picked Errol Spence because I just liked how he fought and I just liked him. You feel me? But I didn't know he was doing all that political shit against Terrence Crawford. And the more I learned, the more I started to be like, okay, Errol, come on, bro. You know you're wrong for that. And he know he was wrong for that, what he did to Terrence Crawford. But yeah, like I said, even on paper, I have Shakur winning. Zepeda throws a lot of punches. Zepeda throws like probably one of the highest rates of punches per round in boxing. But he don't have much power. He reminds me of Brandon Figueroa. Shakur on the opposite hand throws some of the least amount of punches in boxing, but also gets hits the least amount in boxing. He don't get hit a lot. He got the highest plus minus defensive measure in boxing. But like I said, even though Zepeda throw all the punches, and because it's not powerful, it gives you an opportunity to punch between his punches and hurt him. If you're throwing a lot of punches and they're not powerful, that gives me the confidence to stand there and trade with you. And that's what Tevin Farmer did, and he dropped him. So if the old small Tevin Farmer can punch between Zepeda shots, interrupt him, and drop him, what you think the younger, bigger Shakur is going to do to William Zepeda? He's going to interrupt him between them shots and hurt him, right? And he's going to control him, and he's going to determine the pace of the fight. If you ask me, I think Shakur versus Zepeda is going to look a lot like Steph Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. When you see Shakur versus Zepeda, it's going to be like what Steph did to Figueroa in their second fight. Beat him up on the outside, outboxed him, beat him up on the inside, and push them into the ropes. Right? Just made Figueroa look like nothing. And I think Shakur gonna make Zepeda look like nothing when they fight. And the way he's gonna do that is, one, by controlling that lead hand, making him box, and punching between the punches, and just being a ring general. So you got to control him. Don't let it. I think pound for pound, Shakur got more power than this dude. Pound for pound. Zepeda, he throw a lot of punches. His style, he gonna knock some guys out. But pound for pound, I think Shakur can hurt him. You feel me? If Zepeda can drop him, Shakur can hurt him. I think Shakur gonna tame him. You feel me? Just like I think Shakur versus Zepeda plays exactly like Steph Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.